Whew, damn hot. It's getting hot in here, but I'm starting to cool off as well. A bit of a paradox. Anyway, I just got back to, I guess, my favorite place here around Edinburgh, which I'm sure everyone's gonna be sick of hearing, and that is Pentland's Regional Park, just at the outskirts of the city. And my plan was to wait for a good weather window and come back here and photograph the same mountain range that I photographed when in the dead of winter, when all these hills were covered in the snow and I had this all beautiful wintry landscape. Now I wanted to come back here and photograph the same range, but in a golden hour, all washed with this beautiful golden light, and that's exactly what is happening right now. Let me turn the camera and show you what's going on behind you. So, have a look at this. Alright, well, seems like the sunset is kind of done. I came here just literally 10 minutes ago. Luckily, I decided to not film anything and take the shots first, because the sun is pretty much done. It's almost touching the horizon. And yeah, the weather is fantastic, and I think I'm gonna stay here for a little bit longer, and I want to take a few more shots of the same mountain range in a distance that I just showed you, but in a blue hour situation, and then I might stick around for an hour or two until it gets like really dark, because my plan is to try and do some astrophotography, because the conditions, to be honest, it's perfect. There is not a single cloud in the sky. There is some haze on a horizon, and that mountain range that I just showed you, it is kind of enveloped a little bit in a haze, but I think that's, to be honest, excellent, because it gives that sort of depth perception. It creates that all these layers and all that. It's really helping me with this photo shoot tonight, so I'm definitely happy with that. Yeah, and it's kind of getting a bit chilly, so yeah, I'm gonna stick around and see what happens. I'll take a few more shots now with changing light and see what happens, so let's go. Alright, so far my mission to photograph this mountain range is definitely succeeding. I got the shots that I wanted with all this beautiful golden light, but the sunset now, well, as you see, it's pretty much over, and yeah, I got my 70-200 on my camera body, as you see, and I'm trying to pick out like a small vignettes from the landscape in the distance, and I think I'm getting a few interesting images. Can't complain about that, that's for sure. And now guess I'm gonna have to enjoy all this remaining light until it's gonna get completely dark, and then I'm gonna have to wait until the stars come out and do some astrophotography and try to get some stars over these mountains in the distance that you see. Hopefully that will work. It is a bit hazy, so that might be a bit of an issue. We'll see. But until all of that happens, I guess it's just only a waiting game. So wish me luck. Well, sit rep number 2. We are officially in a twilight time. I think so. Because the sunset is pretty much over. Obviously, there is a little bit of orange band right behind the camera on the horizon, but the light is pretty much gone, and I already see a few stars in the sky, so that's a sign to me that the optimal time for astrophotography is fast approaching, which is great. I definitely don't want to sit here for hours and hours on end, freezing my butt. But I guess I'm gonna have to still wait for maybe an hour or so until it gets like properly dark and I can try and do some astrophotography, grab a few shots with the stars in the sky. So hopefully that will work out, which I think it should, because the conditions are still phenomenal, not a cloud in the sky. As I said, it's a waiting game. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute once it gets properly dark, so I'll see you then.